This is your beloved Minister Austin Smith with ZMR Radio on the Wake Up Call. Wake up. Wake up. It's high time. All right, we do always rise, giving all the kabod and the kabat to the Most High Yah. There is being Yahushua, the Savior, the Redeemer, the one who ransomed himself for our sins and our transgression, that we might have an opportunity to be reconciled to Yahuah. I'm truly grateful and thankful. A lot of times we just go through living life, but we don't look at everything that was done before time to get us to this point. Everything that was done and sacrificed and offered to give us this opportunity set before us. And without us taking that knowledge, we squander and we take it in vain, and that's how we end up losing the opportunity and taking it for granted. That's why it's taken away from us. So I'm thankful for a mind to know what was done, so it gives me a mind to know what I ought to do. And we get that through the writings. Go ahead and give me Romans chapter 15 and 4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before, Nikatab Talamadas.
That's tight. For those who don't know, before the taping, I said, y'all gonna leave me out there? And what Mickey said? He said, I never leave you out there. You just don't hear me. That man played in his eyes the whole time. That man, he was asleep. Wait, matter of fact, start over from the beginning.
Yes, sir.
No, for those that don't know, beside the camera, we got Camden and actually Comdon and K-Dub. They just walked in, so we're gonna start it again. Here we go. Romans chapter 15 and 4. Listen to the book.
For whatever Nikatab before,
Woo! Proceeding before now, the thing that came before now. Come on.
Nikatab Talamadas.
They were given to us to show us how to be like Yahuah and Yahushua, because without us being shown, how can we do it? How can I follow a pattern without first seeing the pattern? I got to see an example. Come on.
So that through endurance,
So that we can go through without quitting, based upon me seeing the example that was set before me. Come on.
and through the Nakumath,
And through that example, I see what happened to the person who mimicked itself, and now I get a comfort through that. I know, okay, what did it yield you? So based upon me saying what it yields you, I can take a knowledge of what it can yield for me. Come on.
of the Ketubim,
Rightness.
we might have Tikva.
We might have a core, we might have an attachment. We might have something that keeps us held on and keeps us bound to the opportunity. Not bound in the bad sense, but bound in a good way mentally. It mentally binds us to have an attachment to something so we don't be separated from it. Matter of fact, get me Aleph Malakim chapter 3 and 1. Aleph Malakim chapter 3 and 1. Other brother hold me, Aleph Malakim chapter 11 and 1. They're called the book of 1 Kings. Then also get me Aleph Malakim chapter 15 and 5. And matter of fact, also get me Beth Dabari Hayamin 18 and 1. This is Aleph Malakim. They call the book of 1 Kings chapter 3 and 1. Listen to the book.
Then Shalomah made affinity with Pharaoh, Malach of Mizraim, and took Pharaoh's Bath and brought her to the of Daoud until he had finished building his own bed, and the bed of Yahuah, and the wall around Jerusalem. Only the arm were Zabak on the high Malkum, because there was no bed built for the Shem of Yahuah until those Yamim. Now Shalomah Ahab Yahuah halak in the statutes of his Abba Daoud, except he zabak and burned incense on the high Malkum.
He said he did what?
Except he zabak and burned incense on the high Malkum.
What verse is that?
3.
Read verse 3 again.
Now Shalomah Ahab Yahuah halak in the statutes of his Abba Daoud, except he zabak and burned incense on the high Malkum.
So this is what we had to look at. We'll all easily say that we are Ahab Yahuah, but the thing that we had to look at is, what do we have to show our Ahab? What do we have to validate the feeling that we say we have? That's just like this. If I say I love my wife, but every time you see me engage with my wife, I'm beating her, I'm yelling at her, I'm cussing her out. You look at what I do for her, I do nothing for her. So what do I have to say I love you? Based upon what? So that's the thing that we have to look at when we tell you, I love you, oh, you're the greatest. Okay, well, what actions do you demonstrate to show me that you truly had that Ahab for me? What do you have to show me the affection that you say you have? Come on, demonstrate your affection.
The Malach went to Gibeon to Zabak there, for that was the great high Malkum. Shalomah offered 1,000 burnt offerings on that Mizbeach. In Gibeon, Yahuah appeared to Shalomah in a column at Layla, and Elohim said, ask what I shall give you. Then Shalomah said, you have shown Gadal Kasid to your Abba Daoud, my Abba, according as he halak before you in Amat, and in Sadiq, and in Yeshur of Lab toward you.
He said he did what?
You have shown great conceit to your Abad Daud, my Abba, according
You
as
showed great love and kindness to your Abad Daud.
according as he halak before you in Amat.
Now you look at, now he's telling you he didn't just do it for no reason. Why did he show him this love and kindness? Because he did what? Because of how he walked. Come on.
And in Sadiq and in Yashar of Lab toward you. And you reserve for him this Gadal Kasid, that you have given him a being to sit on his throne, as it is this Yom. Now, O Yahuah, my all, you have made your Abad Malak in place of my Abba Daud. Yet I am but a little Yalit. I do not yada how to go out or come in. Your Abad is in the midst of your arm which you have chosen, a Gadal arm that cannot be numbered nor counted for the multitude. So give your Abad an understanding lab to shafi your arm, to discern between Tub and Rosha.
He said, give me an understanding heart to be able to judge your people, to be able to differentiate between the good and the wrong, between the right and the wrong. Come on.
For who is able to shafit this your great arm? And the debar was Tub in the of Adani that Shalomah had asked this thing. Elohim said to him, because you have asked this thing and have not asked for yourself many yamim, nor have asked riches for yourself, nor have you asked for the kai of your enemies, but have asked for yourself discernment to understand mashpat. Behold, I have done according to your dabarim.
So this is the thing that you look at even in listening to it. What is it he asked for? He asked for him to be able to give him an understanding lob, to be able to differentiate between right and wrong. Now, who was it that didn't ask Yahuah but went and sought it for themselves to be able to get that understanding? Adam and Yahuah. They saw it was two for food, one to make one wise. So then, because they ate it, they were not able to differentiate. But the thing that they could have looked at is guess what Shalomah didn't do? I didn't go out and try to seek this mount on my own. I sought Yahuah. I besought Yahuah, and he allowed it to be revealed unto me. Because the thing that you have to look at is even with knowledge, okay? Sometimes you go through school, and they'll give you a textbook. Or they might give you a workbook, and the teacher tell you, okay, we're gonna do this page. Now, what the teachers never want you to do is go ahead of them and start doing workbooks that I haven't given you. You know why? Because you might look at it and say, okay, the work is there or the information is there, but unless I give you the understanding to know how to utilize the information or to be able to truly complete the work right, you're gonna go wrong. That's why Shalomah, he didn't go out and seek it for himself. He sought Yahuah, and Yahuah allowed it to be given to him. Come on.
Behold, I have given you a kakum and discerning law, so that there has been no one like you before you, nor shall one like you come after you.
I appreciate you, Daniel. I don't get that a lot. Come on.
I have also given you what you have not asked, both riches and kabod, so that there shall not be a ish among the malakim like you, all your yamin. If you halak in my darakim, keeping my statutes and my misbah, as your Abba Daud halak, then I shall prolong your yamin.
He said, if you do what?
If you halak in my darakim, keeping my statutes and my misbah.
He said, if you walk according to my words, keeping the statutes and commandments that I've given you, what happened?
As your Abba Daud halak, then I shall prolong your yamin.
So the thing that you have to look at is he didn't just tell him to walk that way and keep it. He kept referring it back to something. What did he keep referring back to? The Father. I've told you, keep looking back to the pattern that you were given. Because I've given you something to give you an example. That's the same reason why he gave us the writings, so we can keep going back to the writings. He's given us something that we can look at, okay, a pattern. Now, what did the pattern yield? Love and kindness. That's why he kept telling them to look back, do the same works as Daud, because what did Daud get? Love and kindness. Guess what you're going to need? Love and kindness. Now, how do I get that? By walking according to the same pattern of the Father. Come on.
Then Shalomah awoke, and behold,
It's bouncing. It's bouncing.
And he came to Jerusalem and stood before the Aran of the Berith of Adani, and offered burnt offerings, and made shalom offerings, and made a moed for all his abadim. Then two Nashim who were harlots came to the Malak and stood before him.
That's good. Go ahead and get me that 11th chapter. 11th chapter of the book of Aleph, Malakim. Ironically enough, preacher read a lot of this yesterday and quoted the 11th chapter. It was already on my mind too. That's why I was talking to Sharath here about that. It was already on my mind. Literally, he'd have called me up there. We'd have went there. That's how crazy it was. But come on, listen.
Now Malak Shalomah Ahab, many foreign Nashim, along with the Bath of Pharaoh, Moabite, Ammonite, Adamite, Zidonian,
Matter of
and
fact,
Hittite.
if you read over in the 3rd chapter, before I start to tell you about all this stuff, all this conversation, what did he tell you? He had just did. He had just got Pharaoh's daughter. Appreciate that, Dwight. Now let's look at what happened again. Now, what happened after that? 11-1 again. Listen to the book.
Now, Malak, Shaluma, Ahaba, many foreign Nashim, along with the Bath of Pharaoh.
So that meant now. So when I had just the one, I was okay. Or when I had her, we was okay. But now I began to keep adding on things. That's the thing that we look at with, okay, man, I want so much stuff. But once I get these things that I desire to be added onto me, where's that gonna put me at? With the one I truly need the connection with. It's gonna cause me to be severed off. Let's see what happened to him.
Moabite.
Matter of fact, Yahuah had given him a what? Understand allowed to be able to judge between good and evil, between right and wrong, and look at what happened. Matter of fact, honestly, if you look at it, he told you that was a what? That whole conversation he had was a column. It was a dream. So the thing about he told you in Jeremiah, he told you that the Nabal have a dream, let him do what? So how do I know that there was any value to my dream and I wasn't just having a dream? Once it come to pass. So the thing that we have to look at is that the only way he would be able to truly be able to understand, okay, what he was doing in my dream, he's really going to do that for me is once it came to pass. So now, once it comes to pass and I be able to get to have this wisdom and this understanding, now it allows me to see, okay, he really did work with me according to what he told me in the dream. What he told me he was going to do, he's done it. That's the same. Don't you realize everything that we've been given in the writers, right? That's equivalent to a dream. Until it comes to pass and allows our understanding to be open, then I don't know what it's going to do because I have no understanding of it. That's just like even when you look at Pharaoh. Pharaoh had the dream, and what happened? What did it do for him? It didn't do nothing for him until he got what? Until he got to understand, until I got somebody to be able to show me how the whole thing works. Come on.
Now, Malak, Shaluma, Ahaba, many foreign Nashim, along with the Bath of Pharaoh, Moabite, Ammonite, Adamite, Zidonian, and Hittite. From the Goim concerning which Yahuah had said to the Bani of Yasharal, you shall not go in to them, nor shall they come in to you unto you, for they shall surely turn your lob away after their mighty ones. Shaluma held fast to these in Ahaba.
So this is what you got to look at. Why did Yahuah tell them not to take those people? Because they were going to turn their hearts away. So how did we truly know that they would turn their hearts away? Because he got them and they turned their hearts away. So that's the thing that we look at. A lot of times we look at it, oh man, a lot of stuff Yahuah told us not to do. Now, how do we know that in doing those things it's going to yield us death? Because we see the people that it already worked for. We see how it worked for them when they did things contrary to what he told them. A lot of times you look at it and if you don't take the understanding from people that did things before you, then you have to learn from your own mistakes. Now the difference between us and them is a lot of the mistakes that they made, they don't have any chance to be able to come back and be reconciled to them. But through Yahuah, through Yahushua HaMashiach, he allowed us to be reconciled even though we made mistakes. Now what we look at is how do I not only just reconcile myself to him, but keep myself from going contrary to where I get cut off. So that way I get to the point where you too far gone, I can't even bring you back. You know, they talk about the quote unquote prodigal son, the prodigal son. What happened with him? Okay, when I was at my father's house, what did I have? I had everything. Everything was good. But what happened when I left? I lost everything. So now me being gone made me want to do what? Made me want to desire to get back. Now, okay, let's look at this. Adam, he was in what? He was in the gun. Whose gun was it? The Father. This is Yahuah's gun. I made all this stuff, and I allowed you to live in it. I allowed you to eat from the fatness of it. Now, okay, now what happened when you severed your relationship with me? You're outside, and you can't even get back. Now, this is what we have to have the mindset of is, where are we going to be at? Are we going to be like Adam, or are we going to be like the quote-unquote prodigal son, where he's going to allow us to come back to the Father? And then you know what? Matter of fact, when the prodigal son got back, what did his father do? He welcomed him back. I slay my fatted calf for you. You're not going to believe what happened when Yahuah allowed us to come back. I slayed my fattest calf for you. You know why? Because I want you to be with me. And not only do I want you to be with me, I want you to want to be with me. But unfortunately, the only way for you to truly desire to be with me, you have to go out there and bust your head up. You got to go out there and be bruised and beaten by the world to see ain't nothing out there. That's the bad part, even for the Benin, for the kids that are here. It'd be great if you take hold of the word, but honestly, truly, you can never really have the true heart for Yahuah until you made enough mistakes to be able to say, ain't nothing else out there. Daddy, I may not want to be a boy, but I'd rather be your boy in your house than be anything out there. That's why they say I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the Malkut to be anything in the house of the Rosha. You know why? That's because I've gone out there and I've tried and I saw what it yielded me. I've gone out there and tried to go after the things of my heart, and I saw, you know what? The thing that I thought would make my heart happy only broke my heart. The true joy that I would get would be through you. Would be when I'm reconciled with you, be everything that I've gotten with you. Get me Aleph Malakim chapter 18 and 18 and 1. Beth Malakim, call it, excuse me, Beth Dabri Hayamin, 18 and 1. Listen.
Now, Yehoshaphat had riches and kabod in abundance, and he was allied by marriage with Ahab. And he went down at the end of Shanim to Ahab at Shamram, and Ahab slaughtered sheep and oxen for him in abundance and for the arm, who were with him, and persuaded him to go up to Ramoth Gilead. And
I think it's Beth Malakim. 2 Kings, they call it. 2 Kings chapter 18 and 1. But the reality of it is that this is what we have to look at. How many chances is he going to give us to keep going out and bruising ourselves before he say, you know what, I'm done with you? How many times am I going to allow you to keep getting yourself filthy before you allow it to say, hey, you know, stay filthy still? At a certain point, he said he's going to come back. He'll get it every man according to what? According to his work should be. So if he comes back, right? So let's say Yahuah come back today. That meant that everybody who's filthy, you have no longer an opportunity to go forth to clean yourself. So now what is he going to be taking? What am I going to be taking in? I'm going to be taking in my filth. So now the same mindset of those that are Sadiq, you look at, okay, I've been living right for so long, and at a certain point, it does get some challenges in it. He said the way of the transgressor is hard, but I tell you what, living right ain't easy. Okay, so the thing that I have to look at is I might look at, oh, I got to live right forever and ever. Oh, another time, another day, another day. Just live right for the day. Live right for the day, because if he come back today, guess what? That's all I needed. I just need to be right when he come back. Come on.
And it came about in the third Shana of Hushia, the ben of Allah, Malak of Yasharal, that Kazikyahu, the ben of Kazikyah, the ben of Akaz, Malak of Yehuda became Malak. He was 25 Shanim old when he became Malak. And he reigned 29 Shanim in Jerusalem. And his aim Shem was Abid, the Bath of Zechariah.
Hadu to Akud Rashid. He that had the ear, let him hear. Listen.
And he did Yashar in the Un of Yahuah, according to all that his Abba Daud had done.
According to who?
All his Abba Daud had done. He removed the high Malkum and broke down the sacred pillars and cut down the groves. He broke in pieces the bronze Nakash that Mushah had made. For until those Yamim were the Beni of Yasharal burning incense to it. And he carried it Nakushtin. He trusted in Yahuah, the all of Yasharal, so that after him there was none like him among all the Malakim of Yehuda, nor among those who were before him.
Okay, right before that, he just told you that he did what? He walked before Yahuah, just like his father Daud. Everybody that he keep telling, all the Malakim that came before, I'm telling you to pattern the good one. Pattern the one that came before. I'm telling you to pattern the father that pleased me. So now, when he told you what? Now, what did he just tell you about him?
He trusted in Yahuah, the all of Yasharal, so that after him there were none like him among all the
Why would I
Malakim
trust
of
in him?
Yehuda.
Because I seen what you do for my father. So now we look at why would we have our trust and our belief in Yahuah? Exactly. So now even when I'm in a bad situation, what allows me to keep holding on and trusting to him? I've seen what he's done before time. So if I don't have an understanding of the things that were written before time, then what's going to allow me to keep my amunah, my trust and belief in him? What's going to allow me to say, you know what, when I go through a situation, I don't falter and I don't faint. The worst situation that they had been in was what? Was Mizraim. They had been in there for how long? 400-some years we done been in the land of Mizraim. So now I look at, guess what? That meant day after day after day after day. So you look at 400 years, right? How many days is that? How many hours is that? How many minutes is that? How many seconds is that? So look at how long of a time I've been held back. And so at a certain point, you don't think I would have felt like this going to be all my life. I'm going to die here. I'm never going to get any deliverance. That's the same similitude to what happens with us in sin. You look at how long we've all been in sin. Even in the time you look at, okay, well, I was right for Satan, I got wrong again. We fall down, but we get up, and then you fall down again. So you look at it. Basically, if you look at it, I've only been in captivity the whole time. The only thing that truly happened was I felt like, okay, he lightened up on me. The affliction of the sin that I've been under had lightened up on me for a little bit of time. But when I truly get a deliverance, I don't go back to it. That's what we talked about, the Elohim repentance, working to repent and not to be repented of. So truly, if I ever really got right, I would have never gone back wrong. Yeah. So if I fall down again, then guess what that let me know? You were never really free. So now what I needed is I need somebody to come in and truly give me a true deliverance. I need a true Yahusha, a savior, to come in and grant me deliverance from my situation. And that we get that through the understanding that we get through the writings. That's why, guess what? Not only do we get that understanding through the writings, but guess what he allowed the writings to do? Be made flesh. And then what it allowed it to do? Dwell among us. So now I don't have to just look back to pages on words on a piece of paper. I look back to a man. He allowed me to not just say, okay, well, before, guess what he kept telling them? Look back to your father Daoud. Now, matter of fact, hold me Romans 1:1. Go ahead, Big Lee.
Nor among those who were before him, for he clung to Yahuah, he did not depart from following after him, but kept his mizbah, which Yahuah had commanded Musha. And Yahuah was with him.
Matter of fact, he told you none like him before that. Now, guess what? Everybody keep talking about Shalom, and what we keep saying about Shalom? Wiser than riches. But what he tells about Kazak Yah? He said none like him before, won't be none like him afterwards. You know why? Because how much of a hob he clave to me. He truly gave himself to me and followed the pattern and continued. Shalom, he did good, but guess what happened? He didn't continue. That's the same thing. We'll go too far. But that's the same thing that we have to look at. Even when he gives us a change, am I continuing in it? Am I continuing in the conversion that he's giving me, or do I go back to worthlessness? That's just like, okay, if the so-called prodigal child, if his father done all that for him, I'm celebrating that you come back. What's going to happen if you leave out again? You think I'm going to come out, all right, you know what, come back again, son. I'm going to slay another one for you. No, I done already done that. I done already celebrated your return to me. If you saw what was out there, if you saw the hurt that you got out there, why would I go back out there again when I came back? Why would I not have the mindset of, I look at the favor, matter of fact, better yet, the love and kindness that you gave upon me, that I won't even do nothing else to squander it. Solomon kept telling me about the love and kindness that Daoud got, so why would I not want to hold on to that? That's the greatest riches I could ever have. You know what, even talk about the wisest and richest man is the man that's got to concede. The wisest and richest woman is the one that got to concede. The love and kindness, because you know what? Everything I got on your alarm, guess what's going to happen? It's going to go, as I told you, set your affection on things above and not on things that arise. Because the thief's going to break in, the dust and the moth's going to take it. So now what I have to look at, I'm looking for something that has a continuation. Come on. Barnab? He said the same thing I'm saying. Because that's the reality of what we're trying to get. Everything down here is going to go away. Even my natural flesh is going to go away at some point. So now I have to look at, if I try to go out there and feed the desires of my flesh, what good is it going to be? Even my flesh going to be done away. You think I'm going to be in Shamaim walking, I'm going to be the same similitude that you see right here? No. I'm going to be changed and transformed. That's why he told you, if any man be in the Mashiach, what is he?
A new creature.
The old things are still there. It's passed away, and all things, it's some stuff new, bringing forth out his treasure, new and old. No, all things going to become new. You know why? Because I can't be the former man and still be in a good land. I have to completely separate from the person that I was before. That even when we look at you say, okay, I'm making some small changes, some small transformations. That's good. But at a certain point, he's not going to just reward me based upon, okay, you know what? You used to smoke 5 packs a day. You down to 2. That's good. I'm proud of you. No, he's looking for a man to say, you know what? I used to smoke. I don't smoke no more. Though he said, let he that still do what? Still no more. I had to completely separate myself from the thing. In order for me to be recognized as a son, I have to truly take on my father. Come on. Go ahead and give me that Romans chapter 1:1. Listen to the book.
Shaul, in the bond of Yahushua HaMashiach, Kara to be a Shalak and set apart to the tube news of Elohim, which he Shaba in advance through his Nabaim.
That he did what?
Shaba in advance through his Nabaim.
So, matter of fact, read it again. Read it again. Let's see something.
Shaul, in the bond of Yahushua HaMashiach.
A servant. A slave.
Kara to be a Shalak and set apart to the tube
I
news.
was called to be sent and set apart. Come on.
To the tube news of Elohim, which he shaba in advance through his Nabaim.
He promised it in advance through his Nabaim. So the thing that you have to look at is guess what? Guess how we get to know about the promises that were Nabat and spoken before? Through the writings. He's telling them right now, whatsoever things are written aforetime. Come on.
In the Kodash Ketubim, concerning the Debar of his being, who came of a seed of Daoud.
Came in the seed of who?
Of Daoud.
So now when I look at all these Benin, all these sons that came in to keep trying to pattern the works of the Father, the works of Daoud, guess who I really was looking for? I was looking for this one. I was looking for this seed. This was the true Ben of Daoud that I was looking for. This was the true Ben that I was looking for to have the lob of Elohim. Come on.
According to the Basar.
According to the flesh. Now you know what you look at. Guess what Solomon was? The son of Daoud. According to what? According to the flesh. Guess what Yahuah was? Yahuah was the Ben of Daoud. According to what? Absalom, according to the flesh. All his sons were all according to the flesh. So now we look at what's the difference between that son and the good son. The Amunah, the mindset of it. I'm looking for one that has the Ruach in them. I'm looking for one that has a difference. Because the thing that we have to look at is if my salvation is only my natural blood deep, then guess what happens? It's of no benefit to me. You know why? Because I got the blood of Daoud in me, but what does that do for my behaviors? Does the blood of Daoud stop me from committing sin? Does the blood of Daoud stop me from going over and perverting myself and taking on people he told me not to get? No, it doesn't. Now, what is it that creates that difference? The mindset. The mindset. I got to have the mindset. Matter of fact, get me, I think it's Aleph Malakim chapter 15 and 5. They call the book of 1 Kings.
Sir.
Listen.
Because Daoud did what was right in the own of Yahuah.
So this is what I'm looking for. I'm not just looking for somebody who can say, okay, well, Daoud is my father. Okay, but what are you doing? What are you doing to substantiate that you truly have been a Daoud? Is it just your flesh? That's why people, I'm boasting in my flesh. Plenty of people could have done that. But what did it yield them? Nothing. It yields me nothing. That's why we all had this, the blood that really gives us a connection? The blood of the Lamb. That's the one, because not only did it run through my veins, but it cleansed me. That's what the blood of Daoud, guess who all did it clean? Nobody. It didn't cleanse nobody. You know why? Because they still committed sin, though they had that blood in them. So now the true blood that allows me to have a true connection is according to what? According to the blood of the Lamb. According to the Ruach. According to Yahusha HaMashiach. And how I get that? Through the writings. So unless his writings are in me, what allows me to get a connection? Nothing. So if he doesn't have his word in me, then how do I become an inheritor? I can't. I can never become a true inheritor unless I got these writings to allow me to have a connection to him. So the writings are not just something that we just go through and we read, but we're going through and reading it. Okay, why would I not lose hope? Because the scriptures allow me to have a connection. Why would I have amunah? Why would I have a belief in them unless I have something that connects me back to know, okay, through this, you can overcome all your situations. Through this, you can become an inheritor. Through this, you can have a malkuth. Matter of fact, hold me 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. You still got me Beth Malakim 18? Where you at? It don't matter. Where you at? Just read something. It don't matter. Aleph Malakim 15 and 5. Listen to the book.
Yes, sir. Because Daoud did what was Yashar in the own of Yahuah and had not turned aside from anything.
Matter of fact, because he did what?
What was Yashar.
He did what was upright. Now, you won't believe it. How did he make man?
Okay.
But what did man do? So it's almost like if Daoud did what was upright, then, and everybody I made was upright, then guess what? They were all just like. They were all just like Daoud. Every man was just like Daoud because this is the same way he was upright. I made you to be upright. But what did the problem come in to be? We start out many wicked inventions. Now you won't believe how Solomon got all those wives. He sought them out. He sought out many wicked inventions. Many wicked women that caused him to be separated from his uprightness. So now we have to look at, okay, well, I ain't got but one wife. I ain't got on no wives, but okay, but what is it that I hope that I give my hob to? Because he told you he clave to them in what? He clave to them in the hob. And you ain't gonna believe it. Where a man's treasure is, there is what? So if I look at the things that I could get out there with the alarm, with the world, if I look at the benefit that the world can be to me, then you ain't gonna believe what my heart is. It's out there. Now, why would Daoud have gotten this loving kindness from Yahuah? Because that's what my heart is. The reason why I have, you know what? The reason why I have a treasure with him is because that's what my heart is. The reason why you can't get a treasure with him is because what? Your heart ain't there. Go ahead and get me that 1 Corinthians 6:9. We'll get ready to close it up. We're close on that 30 minutes. Listen to the book.
Do you not yada that the Rosha shall not inherit?
The wicked can't inherit. Why? Your heart ain't there. How can you get a loving kindness with me and you didn't got? I don't even have your heart. What are you gonna give with me? Why am I gonna look at my wife? Oh, baby, can you come give me some loving? Can I get something from you? Why? You don't even give me your heart. You giving your heart to everybody else. Why would I give you anything? Come on.
Shall not inherit the Malkuth of Elohim.
So the reason why you can't inherit it is because you don't give me your heart. Now let's see. How do I separate my heart from them?
Do not be deceived.
Don't be deceived. You think that you can just get in through your blood lineage? It won't happen.
Do not be deceived, your Nephash.
Not only your mind, your ruach, your nefesh is deceived. Come on. That's how deep your deception will go. Come on, let's see.
Neither Zanuth,
nor
worshippers of idols,
worshipers of idols,
nor the profane ones,
nor
the Kodash ones,
those that are separated to Rosha. Now you ain't gonna believe it. Kata, he was separated too. But what was he separated from? I was separated from the Rosha. I wasn't separated to do Rosha. I was separated from doing Rosha. Come on.
Nor the lying Anashim.
Nor the lying Anashim. Nor the lying man. I tell one lie, guess what? That stopped me from being an inheritor. Come on.
Nor thieves.
Nor
greedy each of gain.
Nor greedy each of gain. Those that are going out seeking to try just to get riches. Solomon, he did good at first because he told him, he said, you didn't even just ask for riches. You didn't even ask for just knowledge for yourself, but you asked me to be a clean lob to shop at my people. Come on, what else?
Nor drunkards.
Nor drunkards.
Nor drunkards, nor revilers.
Those that speak evil.
Nor swindlers.
No swindlers.
All these shall not inherit the Malkuth of Elohim.
Now you ain't gonna believe it. When I did one, what did I do? I spent it in all of them. So it's almost like when I got this first one, it's just like I done multiplied the wives unto me. And you're not gonna believe it. Every time I multiply these things that I've given my lob to, guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna put me further and further away from him. So it's gonna turn my lob away from him. That's why he named out all these behaviors. And he told you if I got one, I done all of them. So you look at Solomon and say, oh, you know, he had a lot of wives. Guess what? You got a lot of wives. Who haven't you given yourself to? That's why he said, you done been with all these people. You know why? Because you done give yourself and you done made all these other relationships when your true relationship should have just been with me. Come on.
Such were some of you.
But the benefit that we get that they didn't get was is we've done these things, but guess what he allowed us to do? He allowed us to get cleansed. He allowed us to get a change, a conversion. So we don't have to just be, our connection just be blood deep.
That's right.
It'll be his blood deep.
That's right.
Matter of fact, you know what it'll be? Word deep.
Yes,
That's how deep it'll be. Come on.
Right. Such were some of you in front of you, but you were washed, but you were Kodash, but you were Sadak in the Shem of the Adon,
and
Yahushua HaMashiach.
And how?
And in the Ruach of our all.
You know why? Through the Yahushua HaMashiach. You know why? Because guess what he was, according to the flesh? The Ben of Daoud.
Yes, sir.
Read that verse from one more time. We get to close it up.
Such were some of you.
Such were some of you past tense. I mean, I used to do it. I don't do that no more.
Right.
That means I'm not saying I used to tell 5 loud, now I tell 4. In order for me to be cleansed and transformed, I got to completely sever myself from it. Come on.
In front of you, but you were washed.
But now you're washed.
But you were Kadash.
Now you're made Kadash and you made cleansed. So now you're separated from the world and you separated just to me. Just like the lamb for the Pesach lamb. You got to separate it, right? In order for it to be used for the Father. In order for your cleansing. The lamb got to be separated. You won't believe it. Yahushua was separated. Now, guess what else he was? Used by the Father and he was cleansed. And he was used to cleanse you. So in order for me not to go back and be filthy again, I have to stay cleansed and made Kadash.
That's right.
Come on.
But you were Sadak in the Shem of the Adon.
The only way you're going to do it, you got to do the works of the Father. You got to do the works of the true Ben of Daoud. You got to do guess what? Everything that Daoud did, guess what? It had an end to it. There was an end to it because once he died, it was over with. But guess what Yahushua do? He lived forever. Now, how did he get that?
That's right.
According to the lifestyle. Why did he have the lifestyle? Because that's where his heart was. Right. Now, in order for you to get an inheritance, guess what you're going to have to do? Put your heart right there. That's my time. How do you, Yahuah?
listening to Dodger Evie.